Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Rama, and in today's video, I'll be asking a very simple yet actually I think pretty important question when it comes to the new players of Grand Theft Auto Online, and that is, do you need an office building in 2023? And if you want my honest opinion, you don't. I'll be explaining why in today's video you can completely skip an office building and be way better off than if you had purchased one. So let's get straight into it. Now obviously the office building is known for two main businesses. It also has a side hustle. Let's talk about the two main businesses first of all. We got special cargo and special vehicle cargo. Now special vehicle cargo is decent. You can make $390,000 an hour if you're selling your vehicles in a public lobby and you do the method where you can only get high range vehicles. Now this is a pretty good money making method. $390,000 is not bad, but at the same time it's nothing crazy. And when you add into the fact not only do you need to splooge about $1 million on the office building, but then you also need to purchase $1.5 million on a vehicle cargo warehouse, yeah, that's a $2.5 million investment. That's not cheap at all. And if your vehicle does get damaged, especially as a newer player, driving might not be your most accustomed thing. If your vehicle gets damaged at all while delivering and transporting, you're actually going to lose your profit. So the newer you are as a player, the worse vehicle cargo actually is. I'd say it's a lot more effective if you're a player that drives a lot better, maybe owns a cargo bob for transporting and delivering, but those are not options that you're really going to have as easily access to as a new player, especially for completing the missions. The second option you have is special cargo. Now special cargo is definitely the main suggestion from a lot of YouTubers to start off, including myself in some tutorials. What I would normally suggest to do is buy a Maze Bank West office building for $1 million, or when it's on sale, buy it for a little bit cheaper, and then what you should do is purchase a small or medium special cargo warehouse and start having that as a passive money-making method by paying your associate Lupe. While Lupe is sourcing you crates in the background, you can also take it upon yourself to be sourcing crates, turning this business into a passive and active business at the same time. Now that sounds great in theory. You're like, wow, I'm making double the money with half the effort. And yeah, I guess that's kind of true, but there's a couple problems with special cargo. First of all, you're not getting what the payout says. You fill up your special cargo warehouse and it says, I don't know, you're making $420,000. But then you realize you've also spent $18,000 each 3 crates, which means you might only be making like $250,000 instead of what you're actually looking at on paper because of the fact you've spent so much money sourcing these crates. And yeah, you can only source 1 crate for $2,000, which is a heck of a lot cheaper. For example, a large crate warehouse can hold 111 crates. And if you were to source only 1 crate at a time, it would be 111 times $2,000, which would equal up to about $222,000 to fill an entire large warehouse. If you were to do the opposite and source 3 crates at a time, so you divide 111 by 3, and then you multiply that by 18,000, obviously you're going to be paying a lot more. And when I say a lot more, I mean a heck of a lot more, sitting at 666,000. That is 3 times the cost. So yeah, it's going to cost you a lot more, but it's also going to save you a heck of a lot more time. So personally, I suggest to either go for the middle ground at 2 crates for 8,000 or just go for the 3 crates because it's going to be a lot faster to deliver those 3 crates than to do the single one. So yeah, when it comes to special cargo, it's not bad, but it's the fact that A, larger warehouses accumulate more value per crate because they kind of have like an investment. The more you fill, the more each crate is worth themselves. The smaller warehouses don't have that buff. They barely make really any money hourly. You'll be lucky to make over $200,000 an hour if you're working it correctly. That's not great money. I mean, as I said, even vehicle cargo is making $400,000 an hour, and that's a business that's also considered outdated by the majority of players in the game. So yeah, it's not looking too good for special cargo. Now there is one good thing about the office building that is quite nice, and that is export mixed goods. Every 48 minutes you can actually sell $50,000 worth of product with export mixed goods. That's not bad actually. It's pretty decent. I mean, sure, it's not a crazy amount of money, but it's enough to basically mitigate the amount of money you're spending on your special cargo sourcing. So yeah, I guess you've got that going for you. It's not the best, but it is still $50,000 every 48 minutes, and it's free. You don't have to do anything. There's no hassle. But apart from that, those are the only things you're going to accomplish getting an office building. They actually aren't all that impressive. I can tell you for a fact that saving up your money and buying a business like the agency or even the nightclub is just a much better purchase. First of all, the agency has a passive making business in it. It's going to make $20,000 every hour, or 48 minutes actually, passively. It's about $25,000 every hour. Not only that, but you have the Dr. Dre VIP contract, which can make you $1 million in about an hour and 20 minutes of work. And not only do you have that, but you also have the fact that you have payphone hits, which can make you $85,000 every 20 minutes, I think it is, or 15 minutes. And you can do normal security contracts. All of these are great money-making methods. Just doing payphone hits and as well the Dr. Dre VIP mission can probably make you about $1.3 million an hour, which is crazy money. So yeah, that's already just flat better than owning an office building. And even better than that, you can get your hands currently on the Acid Lab for free, and I'm pretty sure it will be indefinitely like that because of the way Rockstar has structured the missions. All you need to do is make your way over to Sandy Shores, make your way to the 24/7 there, which is kind of in the center of Sandy, and then meet with Dax. And then you're going to go through a whole bunch of missions. Once you finish the first set of first dose missions with Dax, you're going to get the Acid Lab for free. And then all you need to do is some missions, Fooligans missions, by calling Dax on the phone and requesting work. I think you have to do 10 of these in total, which is going to pay you about $500,000. Yeah, it might take you a day or 2 or 3 to complete these, but once you've completed it, you're not only going to get the Acid Lab, you're going to be able to fully upgrade it with essentially spending $0. That is insanely good. And the Acid Lab is a great business for passive money making, so you don't even need special cargo if you get the Acid Lab for free. So you could own a business like the agency, have passive money making just from the agency alone, be making crazy good money an hour, and having the Acid Lab in the background making you even better money per hour. And that's not even the tip of the iceberg. You can buy a Kosatka, never needing an office building, and make upwards of $1.6 million every single Cayo Perico heist you complete. It'll make you way more money than the office building ever would have. But I really want to home into the fact that the agency is just flat better in literally every scenario compared to the office building. First of all, the agency does not need to own other properties to start its business up. The office building you do. So not only do you need to buy a $1 million property, but then you need to spend at least another $1.5 million, as I said, to get a special vehicle cargo. And if you want to get your hands started on actually good profits when it comes to special cargo, yeah, you're going to be dropping at least $2 to $3 million on each large warehouse. The agency, if you buy it on sale, it's about a $1.2 million purchase, and everything comes included, which is already an absolute win. Add that on to the fact that the agency comes with a free Super Voltio helicopter that you can use whenever you want is insane. Also, the agency comes with a 20+ car garage included, and it comes with an Anus Jubilee, which is a semi-armored car already out of the bat. Is there anything else I need to say? I mean, the agency is just a flat dub in every scenario. It makes more money. It has a garage included. It is just such a good purchase. Anybody that thinks the office building has really any advantage, let me know. I'm legitimately trying to think if the office building has any advantage over the agency, but I'm honestly struggling to come up with one. You don't even need to own an office building to start a SecuroServe CEO, so yeah, even that argument wouldn't make sense. But you don't even need to be a CEO to start up the agency. You can also just buy the cheapest motorcycle club possible, which is the one I own back in Paleto Bay, and you can just become a motorcycle club president anyway, so it doesn't matter. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I just want to home in on how kind of pointless the office building is in 2023 and why the agency is just a flat better purchase. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.